Hello. I'd like to introduce you to a revolutionary program that since 2004 has helped thousands of homeowners all across America get ahead financially and on track to save millions of dollars in interest payments on their mortgages and other debts. And as a result of this program, eligible homeowners are now able to pay off up to a 30-year mortgage in as little as 5 to 7 years and convert their canceled interest payments into wealth, all without changing their current lifestyle and without any refinancing required. Paying off your mortgage is a lot like taking a road trip. However, instead of you choosing the route, the bank hands you a map with each and every turn they want you to take. It's an exact schedule of payments every month for up to 30 years. And the bank schedule is not the fastest route. In fact, their schedule zigzags and goes on and on for miles of unnecessary distance. Are there better routes? Absolutely. The closest distance between 2 points is a straight line, correct? Well, this program shows you the straight line and how eligible homeowners can fly through their mortgage in as little as 5 to 7 years while also building wealth. How does this program get you paid off so fast and help to build wealth? Before I share the secret, I want you to understand that banks are very good at building wealth with your money. As an important part of their wealth building strategy, the bank industry has taught us to keep our money separate. What do I mean by separate? Well, we are taught to set up our checking and/or savings account and deposit our money over here. And we're taught to take out our loans and make payments to those loans separately over there, never combining our positive cash accounts with our interest-charging loan accounts. But who benefits from this separate account structure more, you or the banks? To understand why we're taught to manage our finances separately like this, we need to understand some basic principles of banking and money and how it works. Each time we deposit and hold money in our checking and/or savings accounts, also known as deposit accounts, the lender makes money off interest by lending our money out in the form of loans to borrowers. And each time we take out a loan, the lender again makes money each time we pay them an interest payment. So let's go over a couple quick examples of how our money helps the lending industry build wealth. Let's say, based on the money account holders like you and me have deposited in our checking and savings accounts, the bank lends out $5,000 to other borrowers in the form of credit cards. And while we earn close to zero interest on our money, the lender earns around 18% interest on those credit cards. That means that the lender was able to earn roughly $900 in interest annually based on our money, while we earned close to zero. As another example, let's say we take out a 30-year, $300,000 mortgage at 4.5%. 4.5% doesn't seem like it would add up to much, does it? But over this 30-year mortgage, we would pay over $247,000 just in interest payments. That's actually over 82% of the original loan amount you borrowed just in interest. Quite a far cry from that seemingly reasonable 4.5% rate, right? By following this simple concept of holding billions of dollars worth of banking clients' money on one side and then lending our money back to us with interest on the other, the lending industry is able to build tremendous wealth. Now, think about this. With all things being equal, the more money we owe, the more interest they collect. And the less money we owe, the less interest they collect. So if banks make more money based on the total amount we owe, there's one guaranteed way to reduce the total amount we owe immediately. What if, instead of following the bank's map of keeping your accounts separate, you could actually transfer or essentially merge the money in your deposit accounts against your loan accounts, literally decreasing the total amount owed immediately. By doing this, it would instantly bring down the amount you owe and thus reduce the amount of time and interest the bank has you scheduled to pay. Again, the less money you owe on your debts, the less interest you will pay, right? With that being said, we would now like to introduce you to the Money Max Account Pro, or MMA Pro. MMA Pro is a smart online financial system programmed with extremely effective debt elimination and wealth building strategies. MMA Pro is an exclusive program that utilizes a standard checking and savings account, a unique wealth builder account, and strategic financial algorithms to help drive its debt elimination and wealth building strategies. With these financial components, the system is programmed to constantly analyze and calculate the most strategic debts to eliminate in the most beneficial order and timing, and shows you exactly how to convert your canceled interest payments into wealth. The system monitors your finances 24/7 and constantly calculates the specific timing and amounts of money to transfer from your checking and/or savings account to your wealth builder account. Then, simultaneously, the system analyzes and identifies the most strategic debts to eliminate in the most beneficial order, and calculates the exact timing and amounts of money to transfer from your wealth building account to each individual debt to strategically reduce each of your loan balances and cancel an optimum amount of time and interest charges on your loans. And each time you transfer money into your wealth builder account to help accelerate your debt payoff, it also builds cash value that can add up to a significant financial nest egg. And as you draw money out of your wealth builder account to eliminate your debts, the cash value of your wealth building account does not decrease. In fact, it can continue to increase even as you draw funds out to accelerate the payoff of each and every debt you have. MMA Pro is specifically programmed to help eliminate all of your debt, including up to a 30-year mortgage, in as little as 5 to 7 years, while simultaneously helping to build significant wealth. And by continuing to follow the program's cycle of strategic transfers and deposits, you literally change each of your debt schedules, effectively canceling out tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars in scheduled interest payments, while simultaneously strategizing those canceled debt payments to build wealth for you instead of for your lender. MMA Pro is like having 100 accountants working 24/7 calculating and strategizing the exact timing, amount, and frequency of each transfer in order to achieve some of the greatest time and interest savings possible, with some of the most beneficial wealth building results imaginable. And it's as easy to use as point and click. Now, do you remember our $300,000 mortgage example? The mortgage that would normally charge over $247,000 in interest charges over 30 years? By using MMA Pro, this same mortgage could now be 100% paid off in as little as 5 to 7 years, paying as little as $68,000 in interest charges versus $247,000 in interest. That's a savings of up to $179,000 in interest and up to 25 years worth of canceled interest payments. And with the money you save in canceled interest payments being put to work in your wealth builder account, you could now potentially build hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in wealth in the same time that you would normally just be paying off your home. And again, MMA Pro doesn't just work on mortgages. It also strategically identifies the fastest way to accelerate the payoff of all your debts. We know that you and your family are unique, and no two homeowners' finances are the same. In just a few minutes, MMA Pro can tell you how much time and money you can save and how much potential wealth you could build. Maybe your debt payoff time is 10 plus years. Maybe it's 7, or maybe it's 5. Just imagine how much wealth you could build. If you could now put up to 23 to 25 years worth of canceled interest payments to work for you instead of building wealth for your lenders. It's things like this that change our financial future and puts a big smile on people's faces. Of course, you can see why the creators of this award-winning program have been featured in magazines such as Broker Banker, Real Estate Investor, and Success from Home magazine. They've also won the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award in the Financial Services category. For a free financial report that shows how much time and interest you could save and how much potential wealth you could build, be sure to fill out the contact form on this page, and we'll rush you your free financial report right away. Find out what your improved financial future could look like right now.